Hi everyone, I'm Loic from Human37, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to connect your Amplitude account with BigQuery. So let's get started. So here we are on our Human37 Sandbox Amplitude account in the Home menu. From this Home menu, you will directly access the data section, and then under the connection menu, you will select Destination. All right. Here on that menu, you will see that you have an Add Destination button. Click on it. Here, what you are going to look for is BigQuery. Okay. Then click on the BigQuery connector, and you will end up on the Getting Started page. On this page, you will see a bunch of things. The first one is the fact that the native connector between Amplitude and BigQuery lets you export two types of tables. The first one is the event table, and the second one is the merge ID. So the first one is going to be used for instance, use cases, such as I want to merge different data sources to enrich a customer profile, let's say. The second one, the merge ID table, is going to be used for identity resolution. All right, on that page, what you are going to select is exporting the events. If you want to also export the merge ID table, click on this button. Then you can, as you can see, you can also select the frequency of your export. And you also have the opportunity to filter specific events. If you are wondering what is going to be the schema of your exported table, you can directly scroll down, and here you are going to have an example of what the table schema is going to look like. Same for the merge ID table. All right, now you can click on the next button. All right, we are on the setup page. Here we need to specify several things. The first one is the name of the dataset where all the tables that you want to export are going to be saved. All right, let's say that I want my tables to be saved under the Amplitude dataset in my BigQuery account. Then, as you can see, we need to upload a service account key, meaning that first we need to create a service account dedicated to the connection between Amplitude and BigQuery. To do so, we need to assign a few roles to that service account, which are the BigQuery user, the BigQuery data editor, and finally a custom role with the following permission. The first one is BigQuery transfer get, BigQuery transfer update, and BigQuery dataset update. All right, all those specifications can be found in the documentation right here. And also you have all the specificities here directly on that page. So we are going in our GCP account. Again, it's our sandbox here. You want to access the AM section, and in the AM section, you want to directly access the role section. All right, what you need to do here is creating a new role. So the specific custom role we need to create for our export. So let's call it Amplitude Export Tuto. Then you can add a description. So let's say that we want to call it Export Tutorial Custom Role. All right, and here Amplitude Export Tuto. All right, you can also change the role launch stage if you want. Now what we need to do is adding some permissions to that custom role. So by clicking on it, you will see that you can filter more easily the permission that you want to assign to that custom role. So we're going to say we need the transfer get, yes, this one. All right, you select it. We also want the BigQuery transfer, BigQuery transfer update. All right, we click on it. And finally, we also want the BigQuery dataset update. All right, now it's done. We can add those permissions to the custom role. All right, here we need to specify underscores. Okay, now that it's ready, you can create a custom role. Okay, it's taking a bit of time, and you see that the Amplitude export tuto role has been created. Now let's get to the service account page, where again you are going to create a service account. Okay, so let's call it Amplitude export tuto. Okay, so it's generating an ID. You can again specify a description for that specific service account. So export tuto. All right, when it's done, you need to grant to that service account the specific roles that are mentioned in the documentation in Amplitude. So the first one is BigQuery user. Okay, so create the role, add another role. We need also BigQuery data editor. All right, and finally the last one, the custom role that we have created, the Amplitude custom role. Okay, we can then continue. Now it's done. We have created the new service account. Okay, it's this one. Now what we need to do is creating a key for that specific account, because we will need to upload that key in Amplitude to make the connection between Amplitude and BigQuery. So select the newly created service account, directly go to the key tab, and here, as you can see, there is an add key button. You click on it, you create a new key, and we want to have a JSON file key. So select the JSON file option and create your key. All right, as you have seen, the key has directly been downloaded. Okay, now it's done. So the technical part of this tutorial is almost over. What we need to do is uploading this file here in the Amplitude section. So just search for your JSON file, and then what you need to do is just uploading your newly created JSON file. Right, I just need to move my camera 2 minutes. All right, now it's done. Okay, what you need to do then, sorry for that, is going to the next section, and here it's going to verify the access between your Amplitude account and BigQuery. If you have followed this tutorial rigorously, what you are going to see by Amplitude is going to display a success image to say that the connection between the two applications has been done correctly. Okay, now you see we have the success message. We can click on next. Okay, and we can select the data destination name that we are going to call BigQuery, and we can finish. All right, and you see that now the status is connected, and it means that data is going to be exported to BigQuery in a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is sending a bunch of test data, and we are going to catch up in a few minutes to see how it looks like in BigQuery. All right, I'm back, and as you can see, data is now available in BigQuery. So under the Amplitude dataset that we have specified during the setup, and here, as you can see, the event table is now accessible, and we can preview the table, and here you have access to all the events from your Amplitude account. So I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you. Please, would you have any analytics, data engineering, CDP or MarTech question, don't hesitate to reach out to us via human37.com.